Peace. This is Wise Words Media back at y'all for another round. And fight fans, been a lot of talk back and forth going on this week between Shakur, Stevenson, Cam, and Mace. Cam and Mace simply gave their opinion. They felt that Shakur Stevenson's performance last Saturday was lackluster. It was what they called a boring fight. And Shakur Stevenson got offended, and by taking offense to that, took to social media and started going at Cam and Mace. So it's been an interesting back and forth. However, the one thing that's been pretty much a talking point from their exchange has been the subject of Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. And can Tank Davis beat Shakur Stevenson? I know a lot of people have been dismayed because of Shakur's last couple fights. However, y'all got to remember, man, styles make fights. You got to be in there with somebody that want to fight, somebody that want to engage. This is why the fight with Edwin De Los Santos was supposed to be a great fight, because De Los Santos was always known to be an aggressive fighter, to go in there looking for knockouts. But against Shakur, he got gunshot. That ain't completely Shakur's fault. Hardatuyan, the dude he fought this past Saturday, he was very aggressive against Frank Martin, and then he was aggressive the first few rounds against Shakur. But once Shakur started letting that thing go, started throwing some hooks and some right hands, or left hands rather, all of a sudden it was over. Like, dude didn't want to fight no more. And Shakur just started, it was a one-sided fight after that. But you won't get that with Tank Davis. Tank Davis will come in there to swing, will come in there to look for the knockout. And it will be an entertaining fight if those two get together. Now, my opinion, who wins this fight will be Shakur Stevenson. Here's why. Shakur Stevenson's a taller fighter. And I know some may say, so what? Ryan Garcia was taller. What's the name? Dude he fought a couple years back. Mario Barrios was taller. But the one thing that Shakur Stevenson has that Ryan Garcia doesn't have, Mario Barrios doesn't have, what's the name? Leo Santa Cruz doesn't have. Yes, they're all tall fighters, but they don't fight their height. Shakur Stevenson fights his height. You're not going to see Shakur Stevenson coming down to Tank Davis's height. He's not going to engage in Tank Davis's range. What he's going to do is he's going boom, boom. And Shakur Stevenson has one of the things, everybody praises Floyd Mayweather for his defense in the Money Mayweather era, and for his absolute, aggression during his Money Mayweather, during his Pretty Boy Floyd era. But one thing that nobody really gives him credit for is having the greatest reflexes in boxing history. The way that man is able to get in the pocket, hop out right when you go to send your combination through, and his reflexes is what allows him to do that pull counter, where somebody throws a punch, he pulls his head back, and then he comes with a right hand. So he pulls his head back with his reflexes to get out of the range of that punch, then he comes right back in range with a straight right. So, his reflexes were impeccable. Shakur has the best reflexes we've seen in boxing since Floyd Mayweather. And I think the fact that he's taller than Tank, the fact that he won't let the crowd get in his head about going, toe-to-toe with Tank. He will stick to the game plan. He will box his height. He will fight tall. He'll use his jab. Look at the Rolly Romero fight. Rolly Romero was giving Tank problems in the beginning. Why? Because he was using his height. He was fighting his height. He was using his jab. to keep Tank at bay, and it was working until he made one mistake, and boom, out he went. Same. So now when you look at Shakur Stevenson has high IQ. He's not gonna he's gonna stick to the game plan of jabbing, staying tall, fighting his height, getting out of range of any counters or any aggressive Tank punching. He's gonna use his reflexes and get out of that. And he's gonna use his height, and he's gonna use his jab to stay out of range. So I honestly, in my humble opinion, believe that Tank Davis wins this fight. That Shakur Stevenson wins this fight against Tank Davis. But, you know, let me know what y'all think. Who you think wins this fight? I'm Waz for Waz Words Media. Peace.